Yet another edition of Xperience Sessions right here on IndigoMusicdotcom. I'm Rohit, and I'm joined by two artists and two different band members from two different bands. One is Rauf from this fantastic band called Ministry of Blues, and another one is Aarushi from this band, and they are going to be performing at Prabhat Kaladwarka Auditorium this Sunday at Kormangala Club. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for connecting with me. And the chronicle, you guys, the blues. Let me just start off with this one. I was not a big fan of blues. Maybe I've not heard much of blues. But when I was prepping for this particular interview to talk to you guys, I heard a few songs, just on YouTube, just went and searched. You know that feeling when you hear the sound of blues, you literally get goosebumps, those guitar riffs, it's just fabulous. And Rauf, let me start off with you. Your band, Ministry of Blues.
Yes.
You guys play an old genre of music, but bringing with it, you bring a new flair to it. How do you guys achieve it?
Oh, well, we have to listen to new stuff.
Right.
We have to, like I teach music, so I spend a lot of time with kids as well. And so with the latest generation, you try and see what they're listening to, right? And then we sometimes tease the audience with a little bit of new age music, and then try and make it bluesy, I've tried even playing Furlies in a bluesy way,
Right.
So you just, I mean, for us, we just have fun. We just try and connect with the audience, and I mean, even though we have just 4 instruments in the band, we just have the guitar. We use classical guitar. I mean, the keyboards, no other fancy kind of computerized things, Oh, Philip is also joining us from Ministry of Blues. Yes. So that's how we just try and have fun.
Philip is Philip always a gate crasher?
Yes. No. He's the one who's got his guitar, in your face.
Right.
Oh yeah, he enters with the guitar.
Right.
Let's see if he's got a guitar right now. I mean, we can continue the conversation until we see Philip's guitar.
Yeah.
Right. You were talking about bringing in the new stuff to this particular genre of blues. Now, Aarushi, your band, which is the Chronic Blues Circus, you bring a distinctive sound when it comes to music, and you also brought in this category of Bangalore blues. It's not Chicago blues or Delta blues, but Bangalore blues. What makes your original composition stand out from the one in the Western countries?
Well, we are very much inspired by our everyday life in a city like Bangalore.
Right.
And the emotions and the feelings that we get, that's what blues is all about. You pour out your heart, your emotions into the music, and that's how you're sort of trying to relate with the audience, with the listeners. And so bringing Bangalore blues, as opposed to Chicago blues, British blues, it's a sound of Bangalore, our very own Bangalore. And it just sort of brings people together, and people can relate to it much easily. And that's a sort of, even if we do the classic legendary, blues standards, we do it in our own sound, Bangalore sound, in our own style. So it can resonate with people.
Right. And this is a question to the both of you. Blues as a genre, and he's there with the guitar.
Hello.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You got a concert going on the radio.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Philip, we were
Hello.
discussing, while your link was getting connected.
That's right.
Rob was like, he always enters with a guitar. Even Aarushi was saying, you always enter with a guitar. And, I was expecting you to enter with a guitar, and you definitely did. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
actually I wasn't planning on this. I had to go someplace, and then Ross said, "This is where I normally sit and practice the whole day."
Right.
So it has a damn cute little speaker out here, which helps me play the blues, and I got my backing tracks, and I got my guitars, and I play. I practice here.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Now, can you just give us maybe a little taste of what people can expect from that guitar on Sunday?
Oh, you mean in terms of playing? Red Hot Blues Rock.
Yep.
What a wonderful.
Brilliant. I love it. I love the sound of guitar. Like, it's saxophone and guitar for me. Just makes my day. Now, Bangalore Blues Night happening this Sunday at the Koramangala Club, 6 p.m. onwards. What can people expect first from a Ministry of Blues?
The usual, what we normally play, we call it Red Hot Blues Rock. And a lot of people actually who come there, see, the beauty of us playing with the Chronic Blues Circus or Chronic Blues, I know them as a Chronic Blues band. I find it a little difficult to call them the Chronic Blues Circus because I played with Peter Isaac many years ago with the Chronic Blues band. The beauty is that Peter's music is in direct contrast to what we do. He's playing actual the blues the way the blues are meant to be, whereas we actually play blues rock.
Yeah.
So we've actually had people turn around and say, but is this the blues? And the point is that, yes, it is one genre of the blues. It's called blues rock. It's what Robin Ford plays. It's what Gary Moore plays. It's what Joe Bonamassa plays. It's that style, It's not the Muddy Waters and John Lee Hooker. It isn't that kind of blues. So those who are coming to this concert can be, I guess, pleasantly surprised. They'd love Peter Isaac playing the traditional kind of blues with Aarushi, And if they have a taste for a bit of destruction, then we got guys like us.
Now, Aarushi, he just mentioned about the Chronic Blues Circus as well.
Yes.
Obviously, you are more of the original style of blues is what you bring into this particular the concert or the event that's happening. But how different or how similar would you say both the bands are, which is the Chronic Blues Circus and Ministry of Blues?
Well, it's like Philip said, whether it's blues rock or the classic blues, it's all blues, and it all comes under one, one thing, which is the blues. It's all about your emotions. It's all about the groove, the feelings, to connect with the audience, and that's what the blues is all about: bringing people together and connecting with the people and just hitting that part where there's a sort of soul coming forward, and that's all the music doing the work, and it just flows through the musicians, through the instruments. It's sort of a different dimension altogether, which is sort of unexplainable in some ways. So in this sense, the music itself, blues itself, brings the two bands together. And well, we have a finale also we've prepared, so we on that day, so you'll see how it all comes together and pans out.
And Rauf, can we expect battle of the bands probably? How would that be?
No, not at all. So, one thing I'd like to add about the blues is it's about, how we all go through heartbreak, we all go through, in life, and these days, I don't want to say these days, but, people get depressed and we all talk about going for therapy and things like that. But with the blues, well, we just celebrate that. We use the blues to celebrate our heartbreak. We just have fun. Whatever we go through.
Absolutely.
But as far as the Battle of the Bands is concerned, no.
That means an answer.
We like, huh? Yeah.
That means an answer.
Tell me.
There are two answers to that. Number one, I respect Peter way too much. To ever even to think of doing a Battle of Bands with Peter. I respect him way too much. He's a dear friend. He's an old friend. And once you are out of college, you kind of give that battle of the bands up. It's when we were playing for Mood Eye way back in 1987, my band called Hammersmith. But there was industry rock, known as Rock Machine back then. So that was a battle of the bands. There was Sabretooth, and we were fighting for a place. Right here, I think this is a fabulous. The audience who come out will be treated to nice traditional blues, and let it be treated to a slightly more aggressive form of blues. Now, all that we do isn't aggressive.
Right.
We actually do pretty traditional stuff as well, but it's just that we add our own flavor to the whole thing. So battle ruled out, absolutely, as Rauf said. There's no we're friends, and we are out of college.
Absolutely, we can call it, and we can call it maybe it's a jam night. You guys are going to just jam together and have a fantastic event this Sunday happening at Koramangala Club. Guys, it was fantastic connecting with you. And one last message, if you would like to give our listeners, what would it be?
Well, this is mainly a very nice blues night that's awaiting the listeners, curated by the Koramangala Club, who are pushing, this whole music scene, the whole thing of art in Bangalore. And there's no other way to, give justice to the Bangalore Blues with the two best blues bands in Bangalore, the Ministry of Blues and the Chronic Blues Circus. And, it's an ongoing thing. It's an everyday thing. Everyone has the blues in some way or the other, and bands like us, just bring it out and relate it with them. So it's a very special night and experience that people won't forget, and it's one to not miss out.
Absolutely. Happening this Sunday at the Prabhat Kaladwarka Auditorium at the Koramangala Club, 6 p.m. onwards. Limited tickets available on Book My Show for non-members. And guys, once again, thank you so much for connecting. Have a fantastic gig this Sunday at Koramangala Club.
Yeah, hope to see you there.
Yes, definitely.
All right, Rohit. Thank
Out
you.
with the guitar.
Yeah.
All right.